You'll notice this is a step workshop and not a speakers or discussion meeting. It's like a class, AA 101, AA University. It's very unique meeting, and we use the principles AA used between 1932 and 1939. Everybody works in the group and moves through the 12 steps to live our lives free from alcohol and learn a new way of living. We're glad you could make it. So that's basically what goes on here. There's only meeting like it in the world. So this is a participatory meeting. It is a class. Da, 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 da. So now, today is Sunday. We read from Daily Reflections, and Sam's going to put a link up to Daily Reflections. While he's doing that, you can raise your hand to read. We're going to read from last Monday all the way uh, up to this Sunday. So here, first of all, I turned on your pictures, and the next thing I'm going to turn on is your camera. You can start your video too, and if you can raise your hand. Sometimes the hands pop down. It'd be good if you have a book or you can read from the link. So like, let me see, excuse me, I apologize for that. So here we're going to I'll start with Monday the 23rd, and we're going to read, oh, check this out, we're going to go all the way to the 31st. December 23rd. Recovery Unity Service, our 12th step, carrying the messages, basic service that AA Fellowship gives. This is our principal aim and the main reason for our existence. The Language of the Heart, page 160. That's an AA book. I thank God for those who came before me, those who had told me not to forget the three legacies: recovery, unity, and service. In my home group, the three legacies were described on a sign which said, you take a three-legged stool, try to balance it on only one leg or two. Our three legacies must be kept intact. Recovery, we get sober together. Unity, we work together for the good of our steps and traditions. And through service, we give away freely what we've been given to us. One of the chief gifts of my life has been to know that I will have no message to give unless I recover in the unity principles of AA. Okay, so the next person is Ron. Go ahead.
I'm Ron, I'm alcoholic. This is December 24th. Sane, happy usefulness. We have come to believe he would like us to keep our heads in the clouds with him, but that our feet ought to be firmly planted on earth. That is where our fellow travelers are, and that is where our work must be done. These are the realities for us. We have found nothing incompatible between the powerful spiritual experience and a life of sane and happy usefulness. And that's from Alcoholics Anonymous, page 130. All the prayer and meditation in the world will not help me unless they are accompanied by action. Practicing the principles in all my affairs shows me the care that God takes in all parts of my life. God appears in my world when I move aside and allow him to step into it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Go ahead, Sam.
Right. Hi, Sam, very grateful alcoholic. December 25th, at peace with life. Every day is a day when we must carry the vision of God's will into all of our activities. How can I best serve thee? Thy will, not mine, be done. Alcoholic Anonymous, page 85. I read this passage each morning to start off my day because it is a continual reminder to practice these principles in all my affairs. When I keep God's will at the forefront of my mind, I am able to do what I should be doing, and that puts me at peace with life, with myself, and with God. Thank you for letting me read.
All right, keep going. Here we go, Naaman. You're up, man.
Naaman, grateful to be a recovering alcoholic. December 26th, accepting success or failure. Furthermore, how shall we come to terms with seeming failure or success? Can we now accept and adjust to either without despair or pride? Can we accept poverty, sickness, loneliness, and bereavement with courage and serenity? Can we steadfastly content ourselves with the humbler, yet sometimes more durable satisfactions when the brighter, more glittering achievements are denied to us? 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 112. After I found AA and stopped drinking, it took a while before I understood why this first step contained two parts: my powerlessness over alcohol and my life's unmanageability. In the same way, I believed for a long time that in order to be in tune with the 12 steps, it was enough for me to carry this message to alcoholics. That was rushing things. I was forgetting that there were a total of 12 steps and that the 12th step also had more than one part. Eventually, I learned that it was necessary for me to practice these principles in all areas of my life. In working all the steps thoroughly, I not only stay sober and help someone else to achieve sobriety, but also I transform my difficulty with living into a joy of living. Pass.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
I'm Lori. I'm an alcoholic. This is December 27th, problem solving. Quite as important was the discovery that spiritual principles should solve all my problems. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 42. Through the recovery process described in the Big Book, I have come to realize that the same instructions that work on my alcoholism work on much more. Whenever I'm angry or frustrated, I consider the matter a manifestation of the main problem within me, alcoholism. As I walk through the steps, my difficulty is usually dealt with long before I reach the 12th suggestion. And those difficulties that persist are remedied when I make an effort to carry the message to someone else. These principles do solve my problem. I have not encountered an exception, and I have been brought to a way of living which is satisfying and useful. Thanks for letting me read.
Okay, good. Who's next? Oh, yeah, go ahead, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa, alcoholic for 141 days. Suit up and show up. In AA, we aim not only for sobriety, we try again to become citizens of the world that we rejected and of the world that once rejected us. This is the ultimate demonstration towards which 12th step work is first, but not the final step. This is from As Bill Sees It, page 21. The old line says, suit up and show up. That action is so important that I like to think of it as my motto. I can choose each day to suit up and show up or not. Showing up at meetings starts me toward feeling a part of that meeting, for then I can do what I say I'll do at meetings. I can talk with newcomers and I can share my experience. That's what credibility, honesty, and courtesy really are. Suiting up and showing up are the concrete actions I take in my ongoing return to normal living.
Okay, next. Next, and raise your hand if you want to read. So, like Allison, you should raise your hand. Rebecca, are you going to read it or what?
Hi, Rebecca, alcoholic. It is today's date, December 29th, the joy of living. Therefore, the joy of good living is the theme of AA's 12th step, from 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 125. AA is a joyful program. Even so, I occasionally balk at taking the necessary steps to move ahead and find myself resisting the very actions that I could bring about the joy I want. I would not resist if those actions did not touch some vulnerable area of my life, an area that needs hope and fulfillment. Repeated exposure to joyfulness has a way of softening the hard outer edges of my ego. Therein lies the power of joyfulness to help all members of AA. Thank you for letting me share.
Okay, go ahead, Allison. Allison, yep, you want to do it? You're up.
It's six.
I think it's the 30th, right?
Yeah, the 30th. Okay, anonymity. December 30th. Anonymity is spiritual foundation.
Your audio is slightly muffled. What is that?
Oh, I don't think my AirPods work. I'll have to pass.
Okay. Go ahead. You can read. Just shout.
Okay, hold on. I'll delete it.
Let's see.
Uh,
Oh, perfect. Much better.
So, anonymity is a spiritual foundation of all our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personalities. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 562. Tradition 12 became important early in my sobriety, and along with the 12 steps, it continues to be a must in my recovery. I became aware after I joined fellowship that I had personality problems, so that when I first heard it, the tradition's message was very clear. There exists an immediate way for me to face with others my alcoholism and attendant anger, defensiveness, offensiveness. I saw Tradition 12 as being great ego deflator. It relieved my anger and gave me a chance to utilize the principles of the program. All of the steps in this particular tradition have guided me over decades of continuous sobriety. I am grateful to those who were here when I needed them.
Perfect. Go ahead, JT. Did you have your hand up? Well, maybe you didn't.
No, I would love to read, but I only have the electronic version, and I think you don't let people read from the
No,
internet.
well, except for you.
All right, are we on 30? No, we're 31, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
31.
special. You're special, JT.
I'm special and different, of course. I know that.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daily resolutions, December 31. The idea of, quote, 24-hour living, unquote, applies primarily to the emotional life of the individual. Emotionally speaking, we must not live in yesterday nor in tomorrow, as Bill sees it, page 284. A new year, 12 months, 52 weeks, 365 days, 8,760 hours, 525,600 minutes, a time to consider directions, goals, and actions. I must make some plans to live a normal life, but also I must live emotionally within a 24-hour time frame, 24-hour frame. For if I do, I don't have to make New Year's resolutions. Amen. I can make every day a New Year's Day, okay? And I can decide today I will do this, today I will do that. Each day I can measure my life by trying to do a little better, by deciding to follow God's will, and by making an effort to put the principles of AA program into action.
Perfect. All right. Hey, thank you. Thanks everybody for reading. Yeah, we read daily reflections on Sunday. The interesting thing about it now is, of course, next week we'll start on January 1st. Maybe. But next week in the reading starts on January 1st, so that's true. But what the daily reflections does is they cover the 12, like in this month, December, they cover the 12th tradition and the 12th step. So in January, they're going to cover the first tradition and the first step, I believe, and they spin that into kind of a spiritual sort of guidance. So, anyways, and we use about 6 different books here. Tomorrow we'll read from 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Tuesday from the Big Book. Wednesday from As Bill Sees It. Thursday we're now reading from what's it called here? It's the God Book. Oh, Came to Believe. Friday, nothing. Saturday, Living Sober, and Sunday, Daily Reflections. So we'll go around the room. We'll do some classroom work right now. You can see how this meeting goes. So if you're new, pay attention. because see if this is for you. So hey, Joe in Boston, hi. So what if you would unmute, come on in, talk to me. What are you working on? What's your last writing assignment or whatever?
I'm still working on the letters, but I'm gonna be hardcore working on it tomorrow now that the holidays are done, at
Did
least.
you send me an example?
I haven't finished one. I just have a lot of notes.
Well, let's go. Here's how you do it. You just pick one person, and this is what I'm going to say to them. And my suggestion to you is send it over to me in an email and let me have a look at it. The reason being, sometimes people start out making an amend, and they'll be like, I'm going to make an amend to my ex-husband, and you start making an amend, blah, blah, blah. I was an alcoholic, and I know I kind of messed things up, but I wasn't nearly as bad as you. That always
Yeah,
gets
that's gonna be hard with the
you
ex,
or
but
no.
I'll refrain from doing that.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't, that just, okay. And I've had that myself. Call up to make the amend. Why, good. I'm like, whoa. Okay, hey, so, and how did things go at your ex-husband's house for Christmas?
They went fine. I was upset once and she didn't notice, but I'm pretty sure he did.
And who is it, the she?
My daughter.
Oh, your daughter. Okay. Did your boyfriend go with you?
No, he was with his family.
I see. Okay. Well, anyways, glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's talk to Jeff. Hey, Jeff, hi, how are you? How did you like today's reading, Jeff? All that stuff we.
Oh, I liked it. Jeff Alcoholic. I liked it because it went through a full week, and rather than just split it up, so we had a spectrum or a continuum. It was good. And this stuff, if anybody out there that's new, it doesn't get old. It gets better because we get better along with it, and there's more we can recognize in this. And as far as things we have done and are doing right, and things we need to do that we're not doing quite right yet. So it's good. Yeah.
And sometimes it gets worse before we get better.
Yeah. Yes.
You come in here. There's a saying in AA: we come in, we get sober, so that we can get crazy, so that we can get well.
Right.
And we see that routinely in this meeting. That's why we have the mute button. and a few other things, like. Okay, good. Let's talk with Sam. Hey, Sam. So what are you working on now? Latest reading and writing assignment. And
Hi. Hey, Jan. Sam again, grateful alcoholic. I've been reading pages 84 to 88, going through steps 10, 11, and 12. Essentially, it's maintenance at this point and also stepping up and doing service. I have a journal and a gratitude list that I go through every night. And in the morning, I pray to my higher power, God, for a better day, for understanding of everything, so including my own faults and those who I've hurt. Yeah, that's been my daily workload.
and you have 90 days sober, clean and sober. Huh?
Yes, thank God.
Are you
Still going
feeling?
strong.
Are you feeling better? Is it getting
I
better?
am. I mean, my situation with, the surgery, et cetera, so I can't go out and get alcohol. So that definitely helps.
What,
And
you
as I
can't
said,
no, I don't know your situation. You can't go out and get alcohol because why?
my ACL surgery, I told you about this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Of course, yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Because of higher power, this is an
There's always
actual,
DoorDash.
yeah, but I'm not. Oh,
No,
okay. You're right. You're right. I could,
don't
but
put
I'm not.
ideas in
Higher
my
power's
head.
watching over me. Exactly. Thanks, Jan. Yes,
Hey,
I thank my higher power for the opportunity to
yeah.
heal and not drink,
Oh.
not let my life
How's
be out
your
of
leg?
control.
How is your leg doing? Are you getting better?
Slowly but surely. So I had a experimental treatment. It's called the Bear treatment. So essentially, instead of it being like a graft where they take a donor from another ligament
Yeah.
or tendon, like a quad, etc.,
Yeah.
they take a bovine extract and they attach it to my
Oh,
torn ACL, and so I regrow an ACL. Essentially, what I'm doing now is it's a repair. So it takes less time. I should hopefully be back on my feet within a couple of weeks. It's
okay.
been about 2.5 weeks now, and then I should be back to normal high intensity athletic activities within 6 months.
Bovine
Yes.
extract.
I'm half cow
Uh,
now.
I would let's see here. I would never let anything in my body that had the name bovine on it.
Hey, my body absorbs it, so my body will absorb it within 8 weeks, and then it'll
No.
be just part of my body at that point.
All right. No, I'm glad you're doing well.
Thank
All right, Captain. JT, how about you? What are you working on?
I'm working on steps 10 and 11 on a daily basis, although I have to fess up. During the holidays, I haven't been as disciplined as I'm used to. So I need to refocus on that. And that was good reading these daily reflections. It was powerful readings. I really felt something.
Well,
Oh God.
well,
What is
yeah,
that? Is that motivation?
Tiger tank behind you, Joe?
Yes.
Sorry. That's a tiger tank. America, everyone feared it. It's the Grand Tiger tank, and
Wow.
that's my new nickname. You've heard of the like the tiger, whatever it is, and there's the Lion King, the Tiger King. So I'm instead of Jan Dog now, I'm now going to go by the name of Tiger Tank.
Tiger tank. All right. Okay. That's
You-
that's
let's
original.
ask,
That's
let's ask
original.
let's ask the captain. How do you like that?
Love
Sam?
it. Love it.
Okay.
You could have gotten a picture of the tiger too, which was the Ponza, I think Ponza
Oh.
6, which is the king tiger. So
Oh, King
you should
Tiger.
get the king
That's
tiger.
it. I'm the
Yeah.
King Tiger.
There you go. The
There
one
you
you had
go.
behind you is the first iteration, is the tiger one.
Well,
King
you
Yeah.
tiger. I think that's
the,
tiger
the,
tank's good too. I don't know.
I'll keep growing in this.
Okay.
You know how we grow in AA?
Yeah.
I will grow in my tiger massiveness.
I feel like we have unleashed something we can never take back now.
Never put back in the bottle. That's
That's
right.
a little different than dog, but I like it. Tiger tank. It's got alliteration. Okay.
It's so funny. What's really funny is the fact that you cracked up. Okay, JT. So let's go to Ron. Hey, Ron, what are you working on?
I'm Ron, I'm alcoholic.
Yeah.
I'm currently working on steps 8 and 9. I made my list. I've been reading 76 through 84. And I too, like Joe, need to, I made the heading and I'll stop there, and I'll be sending you an email of a couple that I foresee as
Just pick
I'll be the
one.
first ones.
Just pick one, an easy one, something I need to say to someone in my
Okay.
ninth step. And you have the model letter that we used, right?
I do.
Yep. Okay, that's good. So, Jeff, did you see king tigers in your days in World War II?
No, Jeff Alcoholic, no. Right. Or,
What?
no. I remember an Abrams, something was an Abrams tank, but that
Yeah.
was the bees. But I don't know anything about it really. Right,
Yeah,
right.
okay. And you're sober, 39 years.
Oh, yes, 39 years, yes.
When's your AA anniversary?
June 5th, yeah.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Yeah, that will be, and thank you for sharing yours. Yes, it will. It's
Oh,
amazing.
that's right. I
It's
shared my
progressive.
story the other day. I know.
Yeah, oh, it's important. It's
So
important. Yeah.
soon, and then the next day I got yelled at. So soon we forget. Just that's the way it goes. All right,
Okay.
glad you're here.
Me too.
And let's go to Lori. For those of you who are new, we are. I mean, I know we're kind of goofing around here. That is, I am. But everybody's doing very serious work, moving forward. That's actually what's going on here. I often call on Jeff because he's been sober a long time and done all of this and is in pretty good shape. So let's go to, hey, Lori, hi, how are you? What are you working on? Last reading and writing assignment.
I'm working on steps 8 and 9, reading 76 through 84 every day, and I made another amends today with a family member.
Oh, good.
Went very well. And at night, in the morning, I read reflections and pray, and at night, I go through my day.
Wait, so let's stop for a minute. Who was the amend with And what was the amend essentially?
It's actually one I should have made a long time ago with my daughter-in-law. I
Mm.
was, it was when I was drinking daily and a lot, and I could not go to my son and daughter-in-law's wedding because I was either had to be so drunk I couldn't function, or I would shake so bad I couldn't walk. Anyway, it went very well, and
Can you read what you said to her? Do you have it there?
no, I don't have it here. I just told her that I apologized for not attending the wedding. And I told her that I was drinking really bad. That was my worst time I was drinking every day, and I was addicted physically, and I couldn't stop. For the wedding, it was either go drunk or not go. So,
Did you tell her that you're in AA?
yes,
Did you tell her you're doing the 9th step?
I told her I was working on a program, and at this time I was making amends to people who I had.
There you go. That's the key element.
Yeah, I did do that.
And how did she receive it?
She said she understood and that it was no problem. She forgave me, and she said I already had forgiven you. You know,
Mhm. Did you ask for forgiveness?
yeah.
Oh, usually we don't do that.
Well, I did.
I know. You know why?
No.
Because it's an open door to go to hell. I'm not going to forgive you. I would never forgive you. We could receive that. And it's also why we call the 9th step is not the apology tour. Some people cryptically and sarcastically refer to our 9th step as the Alcoholics Apology Tour. So what we do, see, remember, forgiveness comes in God's time. This is about God and maybe the other person. But the purpose of the 9th step is not going around asking for forgiveness. The purpose of the 9th, that's why you send me what you're going to write, because um, it's a trip. It's a trap. So what we do is we say, I'm in quit drinking for 81 days. Part of the AA program is to make amends to people that we have harmed. And I wanted to make amends to you because I've harmed you. Some of the ways I harmed you was by being drunk, not going to your wedding, etc., whatever. And I just wanted to know, I wanted to make amends for that. And here it is. If there's anything I can do for you to make this right, tell me. We don't ask for forgiveness. What we do ask for, what can I do to make this right? Forgiveness is in God's hands, not yours. So before you make another amend, send it to me. Do you have my email address?
Yeah.
All right. Don't do it your way. Do it our way. Your way will get you in trouble again. The people that launch off on their own way and their own direction, they go right out the door. They just hit the door. Bam, gone. Because their resistance is so high. It's the amend is, what can I do to make this right? Okay, anyways, hopefully you can learn this. Over to Lisa. How's it going? What's your last reading and writing assignment?
Well, I think I have to ditto everything that Sam said, so I'm, continually working
No
on.
dittos. The only one that gets to go ditto is me. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm continually working on steps 10, 11, and 12, reading
Mhm.
pages 84 to 88, waking up, doing a meditation. Always taking personal inventory, so I continue watching for selfishness, dishonesty, resentment, and fear.
Mhm.
I have to say, because I went through these 12 steps and I learned so much prior to the holidays, I think I was retrained enough not to focus so much on what everybody else was doing. And I read for a long time the resentment prayer or page, I can't
Yeah.
remember. And, like I said, that started disappearing, and I'm glad it did before the holidays, because I actually had to try to encompass that and train my daughter to do that. She's not an alcoholic, she doesn't have alcohol, but
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
I kind of tried to teach her to do the same thing and not forgive and forget,
It's
but just
it's a
stop the
family
resentment.
it's a family program.
It is. So my holidays were intact and in check, stressful and running around and chaotic, but I was able to handle a lot of the
What was
normal.
this? What was the stress part? What was the running around chaotic part?
Just making, people that I made amends with, my sister, my father, who has dementia, but just being able to sit face to face, have a holiday with them, right, wrong, and different, how we felt, and just be able to get through the meal without wanting to slug down a alcoholic preference of choice
Yeah.
or bottle, put it that way. So just getting through it without
So are you okay?
relying. Yeah, yeah. I went through fine. It was just chaotic with all the running around, but
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I really get it.
survived.
Your description was so. Yeah, we were Sam and I were talking about that earlier. So I guess I'm in a enviable position. I don't know, but I just try to eliminate chaos from my life as much as possible. Occasionally it comes in, but I just like stay away from chaotic people. I know not everybody can do it, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm a
I,
guardian of two of my family members, so dealing with the outskirt family members that
yeah,
always have an opinion is a whole different, you just have to take it as it comes.
I know. Hey, listen, I'm glad you're here, and
Thank you.
the fact that you're sticking in here for 141 days is so. How do you like this meeting now? How are you doing? Any good?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I like it because we work the steps and it's a judgment-free zone. And I've never actually worked the steps before. I heard about it and I heard everybody's stories, but I never understood where it fell and what the steps really meant until
Yeah.
I had to work them and become accountable myself.
Sometimes people come into this meeting and do what we're doing, and then eventually, once they get through step 12, well, actually, step 12 is what you and service work is what you and Sam are doing right now. You're doing service to new people, carrying the message of recovery. And we were talking about this earlier. What is our mission here? It's saving lives, carrying the message of Alcoholics Anonymous to new people so that hopefully help them work through the 12 steps and the AA books in short order, like in a month and a half, give you a chance to stay alive. That's what we do. We sometimes people crack and they'll just go off in their own thing. They just go boom and their head explodes. And you can see them do it. It happens, but that's not what we're doing here. What we're doing here is we're carrying the message to the alcoholic who shows up in this meeting who is suffering, and we try to encourage them to come back, stay alive, come for 5 days. What do you think about that as a mission, Jeff?
Jeff Alcoholic, yes, excellent way of describing it, because we must give it away to keep it. And in this meeting or anything like it, and I have yet to see anything like it out there, we learn how to give it away better. We learn about some of the own pitfalls that we might be setting up for ourselves, because we get in a routine, and we need to make sure that we're on track with that, because this is a life and death thing. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, carrying the message to the alcoholic who still suffers in a
Correctly.
very, very, very real way.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go down here. Who the hell? So Ryan, hey Ryan, Ryan in Johnstown. So what are you working on, man?
Hey, I have just been on step one, and I just started today working on assignment of your last
Right.
drink, what you drank, who you were with, and what happened. So I've
How
got,
many of those have you come up with?
I knocked out about 4, started on my 5th one today.
Okay, keep writing. And
Okay.
then in the big book, did you read the doctor's opinion?
I have just read the forward and the
Read,
first
read,
4.
read the doctor's opinion. That has a lot of
Okay.
good information in there. Okay.
All right. I will write that down.
All right. Allison C. in Portland. Okay, so okay, Sheila. Bye, Allison. Oh well, let's talk to Allison in New Orleans. Hey, Allison, how have you enjoyed today's meeting?
I'm enjoying it. I'm sorry I was distracted at the beginning, but I
No
did
problem.
listen to some of the daily reflections. I have been working in a program with the sponsor for a year now after having a relapse, and I feel like I need more. I'm not in the book enough, and I just started trying to sponsor somebody, and I feel like I'm lacking a whole lot.
Hey, here's the deal. We hear that a lot from what you just said. Probably heard that 5,000 times here. That's why people come. Exactly what you just said. So here's the deal. Come here for 5 days, see how you like us, and then come every day and we'll put you to work. So we will take you through all the 12 steps. We'll hand deliver to you an AA program, take you through all the 12 steps in about a month and a half, and you will be born again new. Like it
All
says on,
right.
like it says on page 63. So just show up here. This meeting is for you. This meeting is designed for you. That's why Jeff came. This meeting will help you learn how to do the deal and how to sponsor people.
Awesome. Thank
All
you,
right,
Jan.
show up. Okay. Or not. Okay. Amber, 1 week in South Carolina. Hi, Amber. How are you enjoying today's meeting?
Hey, I'm enjoying it so much. Thank you so much for hosting. I'm pretty new to everything. I'm just kind of dipping my toes in the water, so I don't have like the book or know really about the steps or anything, but I'm definitely
Well, if you come here
committed to
every
it.
day, if you come here every day, we'll teach you. Come here for 5 days, see how you like it, and we will then teach you how to do it. Colleen in Washington State, how about you? How do you like today's meeting so far? Jan to Colleen. Hey, Colleen. Jason in Massachusetts. How about you, Jason? How have you liked today's meeting so far? Jan to Jason. And let's go to Sarah in New York. 3 days. How about you, Sarah? How would you like today's meeting? Jan to Sarah. You new guys. They're all passing out. They fall off the couch, JT.
I was
Can of
on the
Budweiser,
speaking
can of
sponsor.
Budweiser falls over on top of your head. Oh no. Okay, Andrea. Hey, Andrea, how are you? What's your latest reading and writing assignment?
I had to do 5 takeaways from the doctor's opinion.
Cool. What'd you come up with?
Dr. Silkworth wrote a letter describing the disease of alcoholism and that it is a mental, physical, spiritual disease, and that once the alcoholic gives into that desire to drink again, a phenomenon of craving develops, and they pass right on through the well-known stages of a spree and dreadful remorse with a firm decision not to drink again. And the only way a person can recover is if they experience a total psychic change. Psychopaths,
So
Danite.
stop right there. So what did you personally get out of this?
Well, I know that there are different types of alcoholics too. I've read I've gone through the readings, but I never finished the book.
Well, we're
I
gonna
saw-
do that now. So for tomorrow, I want you to read Bill's story, okay?
Okay,
And come up with 5 takeaways on Bill's story. Good job, Andrea, because you're hanging in there with us. All
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, Jeff says yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, good job. All right, so Ron, did we talk to Ron? Shake your head, Ron. Yes or no? I did. Okay. Did we talk to Naaman? No, probably not. Okay, Naaman, go ahead. What are you working on?
Naaman, grateful to be a recovering alcoholic. Um, I've been working on my letters of amends, and do I just email them to the verification email as well, or is it a different email, or could you post that if not?
You want my email?
The one I'm supposed to send the
Yeah. Hey, Sam, do you have my email? Would you
Yep,
give
I got it.
Naaman? Thank you. Okay. So, okay, good. Well, that's good. Then I'll send it over and I'll write you back on it.
great.
So good. So Jason, what's up? How are you liking today's meeting?
I was on the phone with my sponsor.
You're on with your sponsor right this minute?
Not at the moment.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, listen, you're welcome to come. Um, come for 5 days, see how you like it, and we will put you to work. Where the hell are we? Harry Berto, how's it going? So what are you working on now?
Reading page 86 on daily reflections every day. And I just also every morning I pray before I go on my morning walk. Well, I haven't went in about a week because of the holidays, but usually that's what I do in the morning. I pray before I leave the house.
That's good.
Yeah.
How are your holidays going? You're doing okay?
I'm gonna have to start working out again and going on my morning run or whatever because I've been eating too many tamales. I think I gained some weight.
That's not funny.
Okay.
All right. No, that's very funny actually. Okay, glad you're here. Did I get everybody here? Oh, Rebecca. Okay, well, Rebecca, we communicated earlier, so enough for today for you. Larry, did we talk to you? No. Ryan, 2 weeks. Joseph, we talked to Joseph. No, Joseph, how'd you like today's meeting? No. Okay. The Brandon in Florida, did I talk to him? Lisa, shake your head, yes or no? I did not. Okay. Hey, Brandon, how are you liking today's meeting? 11 months.
I like it. The group is great. Everyone has a sense of humor. Every meeting I go to, I learn a little bit more on different ways people like keep themselves from drinking, and it's helpful.
How many AA meetings have you been to where the chair has a picture of a tiger tank behind him?
Yours is the first one.
That's that's just because.
I was going to ask.
What?
I was going to ask you also. Is there a way you could email the verification to me, or
Absolutely. Here's the deal. Lisa's going to put up our email.
Already did.
To write to us. Okay, don't put up my email. Put up the group email.
No, the group verification email. I put that down on the chat.
It's not there.
Okay, yeah, I have it. I was about to email you.
No. Put it up again, please. This thing got right in the way here. The group, there it is. All right. It's stepworkshop1@gmail. Just write to us. Listen to me. Write to us and ask for confirmation, and then we'll write you back on that. All right. Did we get everybody here? We got Ryan. Don't know who you are. You just come in, Ryan. Where are you calling from? How long are you sober?
Hi, Jann. It's Ryan from Glasgow. I'm 13 years sober.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm
What
alright yourself.
what are you doing here? Is it your AA birthday or what?
Yes, it was. It was my birthday yet.
No,
Was it? Was
mine
it
was
not
on
yours
the
as well? No,
mine was on the 27th. When was yours?
the 29th.
Is that today?
Yeah,
Oh, how about that? So what do you have now? 11 years? 12
I'm
years?
actually 13.
13?
Yeah,
Put that up, Lisa. 13 years, Glasgow, Scotland. Well, you're staying sober, huh?
doing okay.
So it's 13 years, Glasgow. That's amazing. Yeah. Glad you're here. Let's see. I think, is that everybody? What about Larry? Change his. Okay, Lisa. Larry, are you here? You want to talk? No, you're gonna go. Okay. Hey, Jeff, you want to read the promises?
Jeff Alcoholic, yes, promises page 83 of the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize if we work for them. Thank you for letting me read that.
All right, you're welcome. Here comes the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. This meeting is officially over. And if anybody has any questions about, let's hear about today's meeting or AA in general, especially if you're new to the meeting, you can unmute and ask away.
Allison, alcoholic in New Orleans.
Hey,
Can you give me a suggestion on what to read tonight? Maybe the doctor's opinion?
well, I don't know. Oh, hey, have you ever read the AA Big Book before?
Yes, I don't know if I've read it the whole way through.
No kidding. Did I? Oh, so you're the one with a sponsor and things are moving slowly, right?
Right.
Yeah. Can you show up here tomorrow?
Yes, I'm going to ask my Bible study teacher to move our meeting to 6 so I can make it. Because I have a
What,
5:30 meeting.
how
Monday,
often? How often? Just on Monday? Okay.
Monday and Friday.
Okay. Oh, that's your sponsor meeting?
No, that's my Bible study teacher.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I did that. Oh, do you meet with a Bible study teacher and then you go over the Bible at those days on certain days?
Well, we're doing a book. It's Jehovah's Witness program.
Okay.
And we're doing Draw Closer to Jehovah book right now.
Oh, that's right. We had another lady in here who was a Jehovah's Witness. Who was that? Was that Cassie? Anybody remember? I know they got pretty fed up with me. What? They were, I, I think it might have been. I can't remember. But no, this will work perfectly. I used to go to a church where I'd go to church on Sundays, and then there was a Wednesday, I think Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then on Tuesdays and Fridays I met with Bible study. So I know the routine. This is like Bible study,
Yes.
except it's not. It's AA class, the only place like it in the world. Just show up here tomorrow. Let's see if you can make it here tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right, don't call me sir.
Oh.
Just call me King Tiger.
King Tiger.
King Tiger, that's my name, right? And tomorrow I might be King Tiger too.
If I may interject, I think Tiger Tank goes better with AA. You know,
Tiger Tank, yeah.
Our leaders are but trusted servants. You know, the king sort of is a loaded term. Just a suggestion.
So you're suggesting what is it now?
Tiger Tank.
Tiger Tank. Oh, just be a Tiger Tank. Okay, that's it.
Tiger King. And also there's that guy in Florida, Tiger King, right? You don't want to.
Yeah. So be a tiger. I could be a Tiger Tank. So I'm Jann Tiger Tank.
Yes, much better. I think
Are you an
better.
alcoholic? Hell yeah. I also, my personal vehicle is a Tiger Tank. What do you have? I don't know. Oh God. I know the girls probably are not liking this too much, but they're like, what kind of, it's not funny. Well, the Tiger Tanks, whatever. Who knows? Yeah, they're, yeah, so this is cool. Yeah, Allison, you just come. And Lisa, keep coming. Pauline.
Jeff Alcoholic.
Yeah.
Jan, could you put up, I got a new, I got the Came to Believe coming. It should come maybe tomorrow, and the other with, and a new copy of my A Living Sober. But I thought I wanted to buy a new edition of the